In this video, we'll discuss about the purpose of life. As part of this series of lectures, I will be presenting a farewell gift. Now, I am starting with the first point. I have to say 3 things in this regard. The first thing is that the biggest reality of life is death. We keep it forgotten, we keep it away from our minds, but the reality is that the biggest reality of life is death. There are those who deny God, but there is no one who denies death. That is why I recited the verse to you. Every soul has to taste death, every living being has to taste death. Then be returned to us, then be returned to us. So the most important reality of life is death, and after death, return to Allah. The way, hereafter, this is the biggest reality. Everyone believes in one reality, everyone knows it, but the other reality is hidden. I have noted with this belief, these words have been mentioned 3 times in the Qur'an. Every soul has to taste death, every living being has to taste death. Prophets have not been exempted from this. Messengers have not been exempted from this. Saints have not been exempted from this. Temporarily, the exception is that of Jesus Christ, that he is still alive. But Jesus Christ said, death will come to Jesus. When he will come again, he will land on the earth. Then death will fall on him. His body will be laid on the ground. He will be buried in the presence of the prophet. He will marry and have children. The rest is that every soul has to taste death. Everyone has to taste death. Jesus will not be exempted from it in the hereafter. In fact, it has been said in the Qur'an, what is the prophet? If you die, will he always live? Who is the one who will always live in the world? You will also die. These are the shortest words. Read further from this. Every living being has to taste death, and before that we will keep testing you, by doing good, by giving health, by giving wealth, by giving children, by giving fame, and by giving poverty through evil, by giving disrespect, by betraying, by humiliating. And then you will be returned to us. This is the second fact that I said, on which there is a veil. It is a very big veil. People think that this is the life of the world. The Qur'an says, this is the life of the hereafter, which is the real life. This verse is mentioned in greater detail in the Qur'an. Every living being has to taste death, and then you will be given your full reward on the day of resurrection. Whoever is saved from the fire and is admitted to paradise, he is successful. And the life of the world is nothing but deception. What does deception mean? This deceives you from the real life. You were going on a journey. You had a house somewhere. You had to come back. On the way, you got so engrossed in some interest that you forgot everything outside the house. This was your temporary journey. You made it your destination, your place. So he deceived you, by the way. The life of the world is not deception. It is a big reality. Because the prophet said, this world is the field of the hereafter. If you sow here, you will reap there. If you earn here, you will get your reward there. In this regard, the world is a very big reality. Every moment is a big adventure. But if this world deprives you of the hereafter, then there is nothing more deceitful than this. This is the real Dajjal. When I reached the age of 60, I started waiting for death. My close friends know I kept saying. I also kept saying that I have done my part. Whatever ability Allah had given me, whatever talent I had in me, I will use it in the best way. I will use it in the best way. This is my story from the age of 60. After that, Allah has given me another 14 years. I say this in the rank of nafilati lak. This is a special gift from Allah. It is a gift, I have always said. The life of the oppressed is 61 years according to us. I have heard about Allama Iqbal that he used to dream that my age is more than the age of the Prophet. Those 6 months have been less than the age of the Prophet. The age of the Prophet was the same as that of Hazrat Abu Bakr, Hazrat Umar and Hazrat Ali. Yes, Hazrat Usman was 82 years old. Then the same age among the Mujaddideen here was that of Hazrat Sheikh Ahmad Sarhandi and that of Shah Waliullah Delvi. Yes, Sheikh Abdul Haq Muhammad Delvi was 82 years old. But I used to say that the age of the oppressed is 61 years. What we call 63 is actually 61 years according to us. Those 63 are lunar years, which are less than 9 days. The lunar year is from the lunar year. Anyway, I was waiting for that time. But whatever time Allah has given, thanks to Allah it has been useful. I believe that Allah's biggest favor on me, and not only on me, but on a very large scale. It was the period of 1998, which I was in Karachi. In March 1998, I had a major operation and both my knees were transformed. But in the end of 1998, although I could not walk, the mosque in Karachi is high, it is on the second floor, so a special ramp was built for me, through which I was taken on a wheelchair. The echo that has echoed in the whole world for the past few years, thanks to Allah. Some wisdom of God is also associated with it. None of my work is involved in this, none of my efforts are involved in this. The lecture that I gave in 1985, the tour of the translation of the Qur'an, although it is true that I felt that in that lecture in 1998, I got a special insight into the tour of the translation of the Qur'an. But what is the result of all this talk? See, ideological movements have nothing to do with individuals. Okay, someone is its preacher, someone becomes its founder, someone is its initiator. But ideological movements are not related to individuals. Individuals come and go doing their own part. Whoever has the destiny, whoever has the ability by the grace of Allah, the doctor will do his job and leave. This garden will remain as it is, and thousands of animals will be fed from their own sacks. Those people are blessed, who are blessed to speak the Qur'an. It is the grace of Allah that I am one of them. I have spoken the Qur'an, and the Qur'an is as it is. I have not interfered with any of my false beliefs, any of my thoughts. I have not interfered with any of my thoughts. This is what you call objectively in English. Read the Qur'an objectively. Explain the Qur'an with the Qur'an. Or explain it with the biography of the Prophet. I use the word biography instead of the word sunnah. The Qur'an was the body of the Prophet. Peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. And the biography and life of the Prophet is the actual explanation of the Holy Qur'an. This fact is also known to very few people. They take the name of ahadith. There are ahadith in the Qur'an. We get the biography from ahadith. But I use the word biography instead of the word sunnah or hadith. The Qur'an has two sources, the Qur'an itself and the biography of the Prophet. Peace and blessings of Allah be upon him. Anyway, God willing, this work will continue. I will discuss this later. The second verse I read to you is, this is also a very big reality of life. The one we make older, we reduce his creative abilities. It is a big thing. Old age will come. It is a common thing. In youth, one does not think of old age, but old age will come. This is also a reality like death. A man recited a poem to me. He was a resident of Tong. He was a resident of Tong. Zofi Piri increased. The zeal of youth has decreased. Now make a stick by cutting palm trees. These palm trees are cut them now. Now the youth is gone. The era of desires is gone. And this is the plant of desires. Take wood from it. Make a stick. Now you need a stick for old age. It is a very beautiful poem. Zofi Piri increased. The zeal of youth has decreased. Now make a stick by cutting palm trees. It has been 2 or 3 days now. The director of the Farhang Khana in Iran came here. He recited a Persian poem. It is a very beautiful poem. When the youth speaks that a lion is a lion even if he is old. In youth I used to say that a lion is a lion even if he is old. What difference does it make if he is old? A lion is a lion even if he is old. Zofi Piri increased. When I reached the era of old age, I saw this thing, that a lion is a lion even if he is old, even if he is a lion. This old age is the second big reality of life. Everyone knows one effect of this. Kawa-e-galib, which I said. Common result of old age. Physical weakness. Everyone knows. But for me and some other people, especially the effect it has on me, that is the weakness of memory. And I have felt this for many years. I have felt this for many years. My old memory is very strong. There is no weakness in it. But the things of the recent past, I remember the incidents of the last 5-6 years. I have met people, and I recognize it by looking at it. I have met many times. I don't remember the names. In terms of dates and names of people, especially for many years, my memory is impaired. And I have been feeling for some time during the speech, I feel blackout, and I have to think about connecting the series of words. Sometimes words spoken 1,000 times disappeared. No matter how hard I try, I won't remember that word. Yes, after a while I will remember it myself. I will remember it. A few years ago I gave a speech here. Many people noticed it. They were not attending my speech. The cross-references used to come, because of which Maulana Abdul Karim Barak was with me, from Nagpur, India, from Maulana Ali's Caliphate. He has also written a commentary on the Qur'an. He had come to Lahore. I met him. He heard my speech. Then he went to a religious institution. There were talks going on against me. He said, "What are you talking about?" That person. In front of him it is known that the Qur'an is open. You can take it from wherever you want. Flowers have bloomed, but our own rice. What are you talking about him? Abdul Karim. Barak's commentary on the Qur'an was correct. The cross-references used to come. The Qur'an is open. Many things have come in it. Anyway, apart from this, the third thing is, in old age, due to the lack of resistance, diarrhea. I am a patient of blood pressure. And someone 25 years old, I am a patient of diabetes. 5 years old, a special year, which has come on me 4 years ago. It has a history. The experts of brain diseases, they say that there is a disease, bipolar depression. Sometimes there is insomnia in humans. There is activity, think and to be active, to talk, to run. Sometimes he gets angry. Sometimes he does not want to do anything. He is teaching, sleep. This is called a bipolar problem. This wave runs, this is in every human being, which we usually say, my mood is off. Talk to me, this mood is off. It happens. But more than any grace of God, more intelligent, more sensitive. In them, this wave. It should not be too high. It should not be too high. And then we call it a bipolar disease. This is our family disease. It was the father. It was the elder brother. It happened to the father. It happened to my elder sister. Usually his age, I have 3 experiences. I attended my father for 13 years. This disease, from 52 to 65. When he died, it usually starts about 50. Years when my age was about 50 years, I felt many times. During my speech switch off, once in 77, my memory. For several hours I mentioned it. My book, the state I was in. The state of this karma, I can't describe it in words. You are bad. There is no beginning. There is no end. When I was 50 years old, and these 2 times I was shocked in Samanabad. So I told Dr. Rashid Chowdhury. He lived in my father's house. I told him I have entered the danger zone. He said, no, you will not be able to do this, because you are serving the book of God. So he said this, partially truth. At the age of 70, 20 years, God gave me a bonus. In 70 years, his exciting gas. What happened in Afghanistan with the Taliban, I was so shocked. Suddenly sat, this thing is still continuing.